It's a lot of information online about what you should and should not be doing, often very contradictory. Well, the journey is just that, a journey. We have to get out of the desire to do things perfect. Now, the third and final tip, and honestly, I feel like this one is the most important one. All right, look, so I know from personal experience, it's a lot of information online about what you should and should not be doing, often very contradictory regarding what it takes to have a successful wellness journey. And I'm here to show you how I went from this to this in 93 days. Let's get into it. Okay, let me give y'all a little disclaimer. So to start, first of all, the journey is just that, a journey. We have to get out of the desire to do things perfect, because the reality is you're gonna have ups, downs. What you see on the internet is the best that someone has to give in most cases. The first habit I want you to pick up when you start this wellness journey over for the 455th time, and I feel you because I'm doing the same thing. What we want to do is establish a lifestyle of movement. Taking the time to be intentional about incorporating movement into your life, whatever that looks like. So if you're at work and you know that you have to sit at a desk from 9 to 5, whatever it is you have to do, work from home, incorporate movement into that. If that looks like sitting in your office chair and picking up each leg 10 times, that's huge compared to just sitting down and being sedentary. You're still sitting down in that motion. That's something. And something is better than nothing. Everything counts. Every little thing we want to accomplish these goals counts. I think something that transformed my wellness journey was allowing myself to have days where I could not finish the whole workout. Realistically, especially for the ladies when Aunt Flo is in town, I don't always have the energy, especially day 1 or day 2. I don't have the energy to go put the hip thrust barbell on that area just for me to be pushing. I don't like the way that feels. That's not for me, and I have to be honest with myself about that. So the reality is I have to implement things that allow me to address the fatigue I'm feeling, address the discomfort I'm feeling, but still promoting an active lifestyle, a lifestyle of movement. Let these small efforts add up to all of a sudden time has passed and I've reached my goals because I am consistently moving. Over time, you will accomplish more because the consistency is there. No, the effort might not be as high every day, but because you're giving what you have, you're still showing up for yourself. Giving what you have is showing up for yourself. And that's going to look different every day. I do think I should be honest. Like, if every day you are only just, walking in place, it'll get you some results. It's probably gonna get you the results that I got because I was actually in the gym doing that. So I don't want to lead you astray either, but it's something. Like, depending on what starting point you're on, what your vantage point is, that can make a huge difference for you. What we need to do in 2025 when it comes to our physical wellness, we need to build an appetite of movement. Same way you got an appetite for them chicken wings, you need to have an appetite for movement. It's not right for me to address physical wellness and honestly any form of wellness without addressing nutrition. The second habit that you need to take into simplifying this wellness journey is mindful eating. Say it with me. Mindful eating. Yes. There's a few myths on nutrition. Mindful eating does not have to be strict. It does not have to be complicated. It does not have to be extra time consuming. Like, it doesn't have to be any of those things. But if we want to be more proactive about maintaining wellness, we need to create increments of change so that we have a lifestyle shift. Not based on motivation, it's based on discipline and routine. So if you establish a routine of, okay, every time I eat dinner, there should be a vegetable on my plate, you're already establishing more mindful intake and eating habits than that of someone who doesn't even put a thought into whether they've had a vegetable in the last 2 months. 2 is better than a 1. Even a 4 is better than a 2. If you're at a 1 and you literally have grilled dinner every night, but you say you want a fatty, let's get you to 2. Let's at least make sure we have a protein and a veggie on the plate at night, regardless. Okay, because the reality is the American diet is very unhealthy. It's not realistic for you to think that you're just gonna snap your fingers and be able to maintain a bodybuilder's diet. Like, let's be more realistic and let's give ourselves grace and room for growth, but also challenge ourselves and push ourselves to maintain the habits that are smart. Now, the third and final tip, and honestly, I feel like this one is the most important one. Now, don't shoot me because I know you've heard it before. However, I don't think anyone has given you the reason as to why this applies to the other in this way. And maybe they have. Maybe I'll give myself too much credit. But still, daily reflection and gratitude, that's going to be the key to fulfillment. Deep sense of fulfillment with your life and your decision and your choices. Now, I don't have it all together, but I am in a very good place. This is not even to brag, but I know where I have been mentally and I know where I am today mentally, and even just the sense of fulfillment I have with the choices that I'm making right now in my life. And I want to motivate others, whether younger or older, to live out their lives with this amount of intention as well, because it's completely changed my life. Gratitude and reflection is essential to your well-being, number one. Because if you're truly grateful and truly understanding the blessing it is to be able to move your body, you will get up. I promise you, you will get up. You will put whatever, if it's 3 minutes that you have to do a couple, sit-ups. If you're truly grateful for the body that you have and the ability to move it in any capacity, you will move. If you are truly grateful to have a mind, to have eyes to see, and even if you don't have those things, like if you are truly grateful to take this breath, you're going to acknowledge that, and that is going to create and rewire your brain to acknowledge the blessings in everyday life. Our brain is constantly rewiring itself. So we are responsible for creating the neural pathways and the patterns of thinking that we have. Now, not to say that society doesn't influence things consciously or unconsciously, not to say that our experiences don't create negative or positive pathways for us, but we can combat those pathways. So therefore, it is up to us to begin to implement routines and ways of thinking so that we can live a more fulfilling life. Gratitude literally will make you fulfilled, because you'll realize, even if I want more for myself, I cannot help but be grateful for what I do have. Thus, you will feel more fulfilled, and you will stop comparing yourself to the people around you, because you are fulfilled for you. And between you and God, everything is good. The only way to get to that point, though, is to actually acknowledge these things and actually be intentionally grateful for them and express that. But this doesn't have to look like writing a full page in your journal every night and every morning. Like, for some people, that's just not realistic. Like, you have 3 kids, you have to work a 9 to 5, and you come home and you try to make your dreams happen. So I'm not telling you to force that, though I do believe in making time for the things that matter to you. But that's why I say making time for this to you might be in your shower at night before you go to bed. You think of 3 things that you're grateful for that happened today, or didn't even happen today, just 3 things that you're grateful for in general. Or on the way to work and on the way home, you think of something that you're grateful for, or somebody to be a blessing to, or to express gratitude to. So it's just like, when you do this, it all comes back around to you. When you're happy to see others win, you'll start winning. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not saying I have it all figured out, but I have seen the evidence of this mindset shift in my life, and I would be remiss not to bring it up when I discuss what has helped me. It's about genuine fitness, genuine wellness, and it's deeper than the surface level. Aesthetics is not going to keep you motivated. Therefore, you have to implement these mental and mind practices so that your wellness journey can be holistic. And that's what we're all about at EmeryFit. And I'm so glad that I'm able to introduce this to you right now. I just started my holistic wellness business, EmeryFit. We will be providing resources, plans, and group classes, along with events rooted in holistic wellness. In the description box, there is a link to the EmeryFit business page. Give us a follow and DM us to receive a free 7-day weekly wellness plan to get you started on your wellness journey. Let's build our foundation and be on the lookout for our next wellness challenge. The past wellness challenge is literally what got me from this to this, and I'll be sharing more client testimonials moving forward, so be sure to stay tuned on our page to see if we're a good fit for you. I believe we are. I can convince you we are as well, but I want you to stay tuned and get a feel for us for yourself. So have a great rest of your day whenever you watch this, day, night, whatever. Be blessed, and till next time.